Everything. Oh, we got that one. Yes. I got a feeling everything's gonna be. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
I'll end by saying this. When they expelled us, they had no idea that this was going to happen. They just thought that they would go about as they do and as they always do, that they would abuse their power and there would be no resistance, that they would do something unconstitutional and we would just have to wait to seek accountability. When we say to that there comes a time where time itself is ready for a change, and that time has come to Nashville. That time has come to Tennessee. Speaker Cameron Sexton, you can either move on over or we'll move on over you, because we're moving on. And so, friends, Nashville and Tennessee, we hope you join us in the People's House, because no matter what happens here today, we have a speaker who may not respect the results. So we need people to show up in the chamber and let him know that we will not allow him to stand in the doorways of the legislature like governors of the past and politicians of the past still sit in the doorways of schools, challenging desegregation. We won't let him stand in the doorways of democracy anymore. And that he tried to crucify democracy, but hey, happy Easter Monday, because we are resurrecting a movement.
Are you telling me or chastising me for using a privileged motion? Is you fussing me out for using a privileged motion? Is that what you call yourself doing? What did you just say? What did you say? You're not going to allow me to do what? I mean, you laughing. I'm trying to hear what you're saying.
Okay, I think that you can hear me just fine, but for the record, I said I will not allow you to gaslight this community.
Gaslight?
Yes, sir. I suggest you look it up. We will continue with this appeal.
We'll deal with this after the appeal. Watch yourself.
As a reminder on the appeal.
Because I can use adjectives.
Excuse me, Mr. Mays, you are out of order.
When you dog me out and interrupt me and tell me I'm a gaslighter, I'm thinking that's some type of arsonist. And when I talk back to you, because I didn't call you no name or use no adjective, but I'm going to look up some and I'm going to remind you of what you call me sitting in that chair. Yeah, when you talk about me, you talk about folks. Gaslighting. Don't use no more adjectives for me. You can shake your head all you want. You can turn red all you want. Leave me alone. And how?
Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. How y'all doing? What's going on, everybody? It's been a minute. What's going on? Thank you for stopping by the channel. This is the People's Channel. Okay, so if you don't want to hear anything about politics and social justice, you might as well exit left. Okay, let me see who I got up and in here, because that's all we talking about over here: social justice and politics. This is the People's Channel. That's all I got for you. I ain't got nothing else for you. I got love for you, but that's about it. Hello, daughter. How you doing, Ash? What's going on, Ashley? Hey, Josh. Look at Josh, got his hat on and things. Hey, Miss Lillian, how are you doing? What's going on? Hello, Tina. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't your friend. Oh, I could tell you some things about that. Oh, I could tell you some things about that. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna. This is People's Channel, okay? Catch me on that other channel. Okay, Beefcake is in the building. What's up, Beefcake? What's popping? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for moderating up in here. I got a lot of moderators. You know, I'm gonna have to go back and never mind. Hello, Miss Fab. How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So we're just going to listen to a little political stuff, and then I may get into a little social justice with Ben Crump. I'm not going to be here long because I got a busy day tomorrow. Tina, hey, Beefcake. Okay, everybody's speaking. And y'all, what are y'all doing for? Look, it's the holiday weekend coming up. If you celebrate, what y'all going to do? Y'all barbecuing? What's going on? I need to know. Tell your girl what y'all going to do this weekend. Let me know. Oh yeah, dilly dilly, ooh, ow, yappa dabba do. Oh my goodness. Hey QST, my phone has been broke. I just got it fixed today. I saw an email from you about karaoke. I want to participate. I don't know how good I'll be. I got a funeral and stuff this weekend, though. You know, Tommy's grandmother passed. I don't know. I don't know when it is. Is it this Friday or this Saturday? Because I definitely want to support you. I do my best, child. I will do my best, honey. Oh my goodness. Hey, pretty people. Well, hey, pretty Tina. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. Hit that like button. Beefcake say, hit the like button, beautiful people. Yeah, hit the like button. Okay, all 18 of you. Okay, all 1,800 of you. I know I ain't talking about nothing over here exciting. Gonna get your minds all messed up. I ain't finna talk about nobody. I ain't finna dog out nobody. I ain't finna do none of that. We finna talk about politics. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now. That's the only thing I want to talk about. Some politics. I don't give a damn about nothing else. I don't give a rat's ass. Okay, the barbecuing is going on. I know that's right, baby. I know that's right. We're gonna be grilling. Okay, Tommy gonna be grilling Saturday. He sure is. I got to work. You got to work. Okay, well, when is the whatchamacallit? The karaoke. I dropped down to 10 when I said I wasn't gonna talk about nothing but politics. You better believe it. Okay. Hello, Faith. How are you? Hello, my babies. Thanks, PP. You're welcome. People, I'm glad I could put a smile on your face. You know, I'm always smile, Beefcake. It can't nothing hold me down. Okay. I don't care if it's gonna be but one of y'all up in here. It can't hold me down. Okay. You can believe that, baby. Hello, Rita St. Rose. Okay. I just want to say rest in peace to Tina Turner. Yes, Tina Turner left a good job. You know what? I gotta play a Tina Turner song because I love me some Tina Turner. Hold on, I got to play a Tina Turner song. I was at work, we was in training, one coworker said, Tina Turner died. Okay. We're going to play a song for Tina Turner. Rest in peace to Tina Turner. Okay. Thank you, Beefcake. My phone is, y'all, I had to get a whole new screen. This is an old phone. I don't have a one. Look, it's still beat up. You know what? I'm going to get me a new phone like Mike. I'm going to have me an i14. Now I got the regular phone. Okay, let me see. This is for Tina Turner.
You know, every now and then, I think you might like to hear something from us. Nice, easy. There's just one thing.
Peace to Tina Turner. Rest in peace to Tina Turner. Thank you, Beefcake, for reminding me. Okay. Woo! She said she cleaned a lot of plates up in Memphis round the way. All right, y'all. I don't want to shut my little live down because if I'm playing Tina Turner music, look, I know. Baby, Ike and Tina? We got any Ike and Tinas out here in the YouTube street? Do we have any Ike and Tinas out here in the YouTube streets? Okay. All right. When you get your video, what video I gotta do? I gotta do a video to doing some karaoke. Can't I just come on the channel and sing Left a Good Job Down in the What you want me to? I don't know about this weekend. I got funerals and things. I don't know, QST. I'm gonna do my best though. I'm gonna do my best. PP do a story on the lady that got stood up at the altar last weekend. Somebody got stood up at the altar. Can you email the information to me? Oh, I don't ever want to get stood up at the altar. I can't imagine what that would be like to think I'm gonna get married and then I don't. And the man just don't show up. Or it could be vice versa. Child, love is a powerful thing. Oh, love is tough. Love. Oh, I could tell you a lot about love. Whew. I could tell you a lot about love and family. Hey, Rita, how you doing? Miss Jackie is in the building. How you doing, Miss Jackie? Justice for Kalitha, Miss Jackie. We will never yield. We won't ever forget. Okay. Miss Jackie Foley is in the building. She said, "Hey, Beefcake, Faith. Hello, Mother Jackie." Okay, I be getting that confused with the other Faith. All right, look, I know I'm supposed to I'm gonna sit up here and talk. Well, how long I've been running my mouth? 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just wanted to talk. I haven't been out here in a minute. You know, I told you guys I really wouldn't be doing that much YouTube. I got a lot going on, be mainly on the weekends, but every now and then I will come out during the week when I can. Hey now. Oh, talking about when I was playing Tina Turner song. Yeah, hello, Miss Lillian. How you doing? Beefcake dancing. Okay. Faith, I'm a little under the weather, but God is still good. He's good, and he's good all the time, Miss Jackie. Praying for you to get better. We don't need you under the weather. No, we don't. All right, I'm just looking at y'all comment. I'm just seeing what y'all saying. Girl, you can sing. Who, me? I can't sing. I just come out here and do a little something. I can't really sing. Oh my goodness. Feel better, Mother Jackie. God is good and he's good all the time. Do you believe in God? You believe in God? Let me hear you say, yeah. Oh, riverboat queen. Okay. Boy, she knows she could dance. Rolling on a rim, baby. Yes, she would. Y'all know Tina wasn't going. Ike. Tina was simply the best. Yes, she was, honey. Did she eat the cake? Did she ever? I don't think she ever ate the cake. Did Anna Mae eat the cake? I don't think she ate the cake. Hey, Kizzy, how you doing? Kizzy is in the building. Shout out to all the moderators up in here tonight. I'm going to go through my moderator list and I'm going to see what moderators been showing up and who's too busy and who not. And I'm going to redo my mods. Get rid of some old and bring in some new. It's okay. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. Love me or leave me. Love me or leave me. Okay. And if you leave me, oh well. You think I'm going to cry about it? You're wrong. All right, let me go ahead and do a little social justice here, because see, I've been started on something else. All right, what I want to do here. Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit about Donald Trump lawyers. He want to demand a meeting with the Attorney General Merrick Garland. Now, how do they think they can ask to see the Attorney General Merrick Garland? Come on, somebody. Let's see what they're talking about.
Well, this is the breaking news that I'm holding in my hands. This is a letter from Donald Trump's attorneys to Attorney General Merrick Garland. The letter to the Attorney General says, "We represent Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States, in the investigation currently being conducted by the special counsel's office." They go on to propagandize about Hunter Biden, which of course makes no sense. And then they say what the letter is about in the final sentence of.
Let me say, we are doing this under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Okay, well, we are doing this for learning and teaching purposes. All right. And I will fight any strike that I get.
This very short letter. "We request a meeting at your earliest convenience to discuss the ongoing injustice that is being perpetrated by your special counsel and his prosecutors. Thank you for your attention to this matter." So there it is tonight, the Trump lawyers asking Merrick Garland, the Attorney General of the United States, for a meeting about special counsel Jack Smith's criminal investigations of Donald Trump, which of course include.
Now, y'all know Donald Trump committed a lot of crimes when he was president. It's no secret he did. It's no secret. You guys know the former president committed a lot of crimes. And now he is demanding, his attorneys are demanding to have a meeting with the Attorney General of the United States of America. That's not possible. That's not how things work. Okay, and I know a lot of you may not be into this, but it is what it is. Over here, it's the People's Channel.
The documents investigation, which the Wall Street Journal reported today, is very close to his decision on criminal charges in the documents case. This is the kind of letter and the kind of meeting that criminal defense lawyers request when they believe they have reached something close to the last minute to try to convince federal prosecutors not to bring criminal charges against their candidates. Andrew Weissman, who is traveling tonight, managed to just tweet one sentence when.
Now, you know, Donald Trump is trying to run for president again. He's trying to become the nominee of the Republican Party for president again. You have all types of Republicans running for president now. So if he gets a criminal charge, you know, if you're charged with a criminal activity, then you can't run for president. Okay. And Trump knows this. His attorneys know this. That is the only thing that can stop him from actually running and trying to become president again. We all know what happened the last time he held office. Do you all remember the resurrection up there on Capitol Hill? I know y'all remember, even if you don't watch politics. I know you remember what happened, honey. Yes,
he saw this letter emerge from Donald Trump's criminal defense lawyers. Andrew Weissman saying that he believes this means the federal prosecution of Donald Trump is very, very close at hand. Just want to repeat this breaking news about what this letter actually says. Donald Trump's criminal defense lawyers, in a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland, saying, we represent Donald J. Trump. We request a meeting at your earliest convenience to discuss the ongoing injustice that is being perpetrated by your special counsel and his prosecutor.
You want to talk about injustice? Do you know that Donald Trump and his former bestie, Rudy Giuliani, was selling pardons for $2 million a whop? A pardon. Do you know what a pardon is? When they pardon you for all the crimes you've committed. The president has the right to do that. You could have taken out 100 people and the president could come in and pardon you and wipe it all away. The federal, okay? They were selling those pardons for $2 million. And now he wants some justice. He's a criminal, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. I'm just saying, but if Lawrence O'Donnell is reporting it, honey, it's true. It's true.
That is the latest in the federal criminal investigation of Donald Trump. Donald Trump's criminal lawyers pleading with Attorney General Merrick Garland to intervene in a case where he has appointed a special prosecutor to handle that case.
Okay. And that was all on that. Okay. See, I tell you, we won't be here long. We won't be here long. Let me see. I have another video to share with you guys. Which one is it? Right here. Let's take a look. Let's take a little look-see at this one right here. Former President Trump found liable for battery and defamation in the E. Jean Carroll civil suit.
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Norah O'Donnell in Washington. We are coming on the air with news about former President Donald Trump, as a jury in New York has found that Trump sexually abused and defamed E. Jean Carroll and awarded her $5 million in.
You know what? I think this video got me a yellow mark last time. I don't think I want to play that one. I know some of you may not have seen it, but I'm not going to play that one again because I'm going to tell you, it got me a yellow mark. So I'm going to go on to this one right here. Yeah, I got another one. I got another one queued up. Let's keep it moving. Okay.
We love the migrant children. Wait, we lost them.
You can't find them.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, migrant children missing.
No, we don't know the news. I don't know. That's Fox News. That's Fox News. Listen, I need you to save the party.
Yelling, shouting, raising his voice. He has aggressive, his physical mannerisms are aggressive. And I am concerned about it. I feel threatened by him.
Jamal Bowman is here with me now to respond to those accusations from Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. He has been menacing me during the entire commercial break. I should note that my full disclosure, my brother worked for you. He no longer does. But well, what do you want to say to that?
Oh my goodness! I mean, it's so nonsensical that it's comical. You could see clearly in the video that we were like playfully jousting with each other. She was laughing, I was laughing. We were talking about each other's party and certain issues. So the demeanor and the disposition, on the steps, it was playful. We were going after each other. Yeah. So for her the next morning to say what she said, I mean, it's a complete 180. Number one, it's no longer comical now because now you are using historical racist tropes toward Black men, menacing his mannerisms. I'm afraid that's the stuff that got, Trayvon Martin killed, Tamir Rice killed, Michael Brown killed. I mean, I believe Officer Darren Smith literally talked about his presence and his strength as an excuse for killing him. And this has happened to Black men historically. And so now we're in a dangerous space. And that's why I wanted to be real.
Now, this young brother here, very professional, very smart, young political man. Now, he was out there having just a good old debate with Miss Marjorie. And then all of a sudden the next day or whenever she wants to say, oh, I was afraid, this, that, and the other. Using those, little hype words. Okay. Did she look like she was afraid when they were on there, standing there together, going at each other? Well, not going at each other, but having a friendly debate. A friendly debate. Did she look like she was afraid? Not to me. She didn't look like she was afraid to me. Okay. Let's play some more of this good old, how do they say it? Let's run some more of this beautiful bean footage. Is that the word they use? Now, this is somebody I like to listen to speak. Okay, I need to interview this young man right here. Okay.
Really, really clear to reporters today how reckless and dangerous her statements were. And she should know better. I believe she knows better. This is another reason why we need to teach the accurate history of America in our schools and make sure African-American history is a part of that, because her rhetoric and her behavior in Congress outside of me, pictures with the...
Now look, so this is Jamal Bowman. Okay, Jamal Bowman calls out Marjorie Taylor Greene for racist tropes after she claimed to feel threatened by him after they had been out there. So that's what we're listening to. But I want to say, I know there's not a lot of people in here right now, and that's quite all right. Now, if I was to come on here and start a live and let y'all call in and talk about everybody and their mama and everything they ever did in their past, it'd be 800 to 1,000 people up in here, but y'all not going to get me caught up again. Okay? So it can remain at 19 for all I care. Okay? All right. Let's play some more of this beautiful bean footage. Okay? All right.
AR-15 with the squad behind her, chasing David Hogg and stalking him as he engaged in activism around gun violence. Her rhetoric, her language, her behavior has been aggressive and intimidating since she's gotten into Congress. Now she's trying to displace it onto me.
I want to say also that if this gesture, which you were doing, is aggressive, then
because I'm giving you guys information that you really need to hear. Okay, I'm not giving you no bullshit. I'm giving you information that you need to hear. You need to know what's going on in the political world. You do. I'm just saying.
All of my paisans.
That's right.
They are in trouble.
That's New York City right there.
But that is New York City right there. But the other thing, to get to your serious point, I don't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, what I thought was, well, if she had said this without the video, like, we had the video, right? So you could look at the video, it's like, this is ridiculous. Yeah. But when someone says, like, this Black man is intimidating and physically aggressive. I mean, yeah, that's a serious thing to say in the society in which we live and have lived for a long time.
Yeah.
And can have real consequences.
Again, throughout American history, and not just about black men, but women of color as well. And, you know, when I first got to Congress and I had my first conversation with the squad, remember, they were coming off of Donald Trump. They would talk about the number of death threats they would receive after Trump would say something about them. Send them back or something like that. Rise in death threats. Have to increase security. So this is dangerous territory we're walking in here. We got to be very clear about that. And we need her to say on the record, one, she should apologize to me on the record. Two, ask her directly, do you want physical violence
Look at this young black brother right here. Don't have no hair on his head, but he looks good.
to be inflicted upon Congressman Bowman? And let her answer that question. Because at the end of her statement, it was, we need to watch him. That's almost like Donald Trump, stand by and stand back to the Proud Boys in that debate a couple of years ago. We need to watch him. What are you saying? It's just, it's crazy. And again, this is why we have to teach history accurately so we can all be more enlightened as we govern.
I want to ask you about, we played the tape of you and Thomas Massey, and you had that exchange.
Oh, yeah, she said I shoved him, which I didn't shove.
Well, clearly you didn't. Obviously, yes, it would be news if Congressman Jamal Bowman shoved Thomas Massey. I saw that in the tape. I thought, wait a second, did we miss that? No. What's the deal with these interactions? Like, is this a thing you're doing now? Is it just in the moment? Is this, are you like, I am doing this as a tactical thing, or I can't help myself?
Now, it doesn't look like he's shoving anyone to me. He didn't put his hand on anybody. They were just having a little friendly debate. You know, sometimes you can have a friendly debate with someone. You know, there's nothing wrong with a friendly debate. And that's what they were doing. They're political people. You know, and if you're into politics, or if you know anything about it, then you would understand this and you can appreciate this type of commentary. But if you're not, then I understand. I totally understand, you know. You have to be on that political level, all right?
You know what it is? It's organic. It just happens. So the Massey thing, I wasn't yelling at him. I was yelling at journalists to ask Republicans about gun violence to do more. And then he walked up, and then that became a thing. Right. With Byron Donalds, we usually talk about sports as we walk down the steps. I saw them approach him to ask him about DeSantis. So I started going at him, I want to hear what you have to say. It's really just who I am in terms of how I talk to people on a consistent basis. So it's not really a thing. It's become a thing. And I get a lot of questions, this confrontational style. And I'm like, I don't mean to be that way. However, I am extremely frustrated consistently by the lack of action in Congress and how everyone is all about decorum, and kids are dying every day from gun violence, and 1 in 5 children go to bed hungry. And we have all of these issues, and we don't have the sense of urgency to do something about it. And people in our districts want us to do something about it. So it's authentically me, but at the same time, it's like, okay, this place is obtuse. It takes way too long to do anything. And I'm not a lifelong politician.
Obtuse. Some people are so obtuse. You got to love a young black brother who can speak so professionally. Okay. Yes, honey. You got to love it. Now I can sit and listen to this young black man speak all day long. Okay. All night long. Shit, I sure could. Let's continue on.
Politician or lawyer or business person. I'm not rich. I'm an educator. So I'm coming in with that energy, and hopefully we can get stuff done.
Let me ask you a follow-up on that gun violence question, because this is something that I'm obsessed with this point. If you talk about violent crime, right, then the right will talk about violent crime all the time. Yeah. And they want to run ads, and Democrats like you and libs are soft on violent crime. The second you call it gun violence, which is the most serious violent crime we have in the U.S., unquestionably, it's the most dangerous form of violent crime. All of a sudden, the political valence gets flipped, and it's like, well, there's really nothing we can do about gun violence. Violent crime, we got cops, all this stuff. Gun violence, what's going to happen? It's so strange to me how much it's the same thing. It is the same thing. Like America
thing.
has too much gun violence. It has too much violence. It has too many homicides. Too many people die from this. We need to bring that number down.
That's right. Yeah. I mean,
but it's being coded in a totally different way.
America has too much gun violence. Okay, you hear that? This is things that we need to be talking about. Gun violence. That's what y'all need to be talking about. America has too much gun violence going on. Okay, people?
It's bizarre. And it's why Congress is often like upside down world. And Republicans will say these things. Many of supporters support what they say. Many of their supporters support what they say. And what I want for our party to do is push back and take back the narrative and be very clear on what we're talking about. Do not acquiesce or cede ground to their talking points because we feel we need to be tougher on crime. Talk about public safety.
Yeah.
Talk about public health.
I mean, you were the
talk about poverty.
School. You were principal school.
I saw kids coming to school every day hungry, stressed, frustrated, living in public housing.
Public health, safety, housing, kids not being fed, kids being mistreated, parents who don't take good care of their children. Let's talk about that, people. Let's talk about that. Y'all hear this young brother? I'm just repeating his words. Don't blame me. Blame this young brother right here. Okay. You want to blame somebody.
That we stop investing in, of course, those kids are more likely to get in trouble in school because we're not meeting their basic needs. So I want our party to like talk about that and take back the narrative when it comes to that. And they have no moral ground to stand on that issue. Well, at all. And that's why we got to use it to win big in 2024, not just in the House, but the Senate, man, for sure.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of New York reps that are going to be on the front lines of that. And maybe, who knows, maybe there'll be a George Santos vacancy as well. We'll see where that ends up. Congressman Jamal Bowman, great to have you here.
Thank you. Good to see you.
All right. Okay. That was Jamal. Congressman Jamal. Now, you guys can't tell me that wasn't worth watching and listening to. Okay. Now let's get into a little bit of being Crump and then we're going to be out of here. What I got? I've only been on 36 minutes. Seems like I've been on an hour already. Let me see what y'all saying over here real quick. What's going on over here? Just got in, Miss PP. I was reading about Tina Turner. Yes, she did pass. I was at work and training and we found out about that, and Beefcake reminded me, and I played a little bit of Rolling on the River. Y'all make sure, pull up what's love got to do with it. What does love have to do with anything these days? Love don't mean nothing to some folk. Love don't mean a thing. What love got to do with it? Ex Ike and Tina. Okay, Ike and Tina. Hello, Book sis, how you doing? Okay, I see you over there posing in your picture, girl. Hey, Miss Annie, how you doing? All right. I'm going to play a little bit of Being Crump, and then we're going to get out of here. This is all we're going to be doing over here. You know, I'm going to come out when I can. You know, then on the weekends or whenever when I'm doing something, you know, I might pop up on the other channel, sharing my little, you know, life with you or whatever I'm doing. I might be eating something or whatever. But I'm doing this here strictly for entertainment purposes and just for the fun of it, okay? It's not how I make my living. That's why you don't see me that much. All right. Let me pull up Ben Crump over here. Okay. All right. Let's see what this says. This is a repost cause of death, complications due to severe neglect. But who is he speaking about? Untreated what is that? Schizophrenia. Significant conditions, dehydration, malnutrition, severe body. Oh my. Okay, let me move to the next thing.
Hers and I are announcing that we have filed a $100 million civil rights excessive force lawsuit against the Hancock County police officers because there is no excuse, no justification why Breonna Greer is dead and why she died in such a horrific manner. falling out the back of an unsecure police vehicle traveling on the highway, her head colliding with the concrete on the street, causing a brain bleed. And her daughters continue to ask questions all the time about their mother. And so when they grow up, we want her daughters to know that we fought for her mother. We want her daughters to know that even though the police did not treat her with respect, that with this civil lawsuit, we are demanding respect for Breonna Greer, this beautiful young Black mother who was taken from this earth far too soon. Attorney Hertz and I are announcing that we have.
So Ben Crump, it says Hancock County, Georgia. Georgia sure got a lot of things going on. Okay, you got Duluth, Georgia, Justice for Kalitha. It says deputies stole the joy of motherhood from Breonna Greer. Oh, they negligently drove off with the 28-year-old mother of twin daughters in an unsecured transport vehicle, leading to her demise. Our $100 million lawsuit will work to hold those deputies responsible. Stand strong, move forward. Justice for Kalitha. Absolutely, Miss Jackie. We will forever fight for justice for Kalitha over here. And we not doing it just for the fun of it. We mean it over here. Okay, we not doing it just for no theatrical purposes.
Beautiful Black woman needed help. The police came and put her in handcuffs. Miss Mirren and her father, they wanted the police to help her, take her to the hospital to get help. They had come before when she had mental health crisis. While they were taking her to the jail, her mother and father will question themselves forever why they called the police if they were not going to help her. They handcuffed her, put her in the back of the police car. As Attorney Hertz and I discovered, they claimed that they had her restrained and that the car door was closed. That's what they said in the beginning. That was the narrative. They tried to say that Breonna Greer, this 120-pound young Black woman, mother of twins, daughters, 4 years old at the time, they tried to say she had superhuman strength. And Portia, they tried to say she kicked open the police door. That's what they wanted us to believe. They wanted to just sweep it under the rug. But thank God that you had a family who said that's not true. They wanted answers. Because the reality is they never closed that door and secured that vehicle. And when they were on the road, she fell out of that car, and since she was handcuffed, there was no breaking the fall. Her skull hit the road, it cracked in 2 places. She had a brain bleed. She went into a coma, and 6 days later, her twin daughters lost their mother. This young, beautiful.
Oh my goodness. And here, rest in power, Tina Turner. Tina Turner, the queen of rock and roll and first Black artist to appear on the cover of Rolling Stone, has died at 83. This pioneer was a true music icon and in the embodiment of resilience who so many Black women admired. Our esteem for her strength will live on. Rest in power, Tina. Tina Ike. Okay. Y'all remember Tina Turner, what love got to do with it? The queen of rock and roll has passed. Another great icon has completed their journey. The world has lost another trailblazer. Hello, Miss Michelle Griggs. How you doing? Miss Michelle Griggs is in the building. I got some of the best mothers around up in this place tonight. Miss Jackie Foley and Miss Michelle Griggs. Well, let me come over here real quick. Hello, Miss Michelle Griggs. Thank you for stopping by. And I got Miss Michelle and Miss Jackie here tonight. Well, I tell you. Some might say I'm struggling over here, but I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. Thank you for stopping by. We got justice for you, and we got to get justice for Miss Jackie Foley. Yes, we do. Welcome to the Social Justice News Hour with your girl, Philly Phil. And don't worry, no worries, people, no worries. I will still be doing that interview with Miss Michelle Griggs, and I will have one with Miss Jackie Foley as well. They both in Texas, my home state. All right. We'll do it when we're ready to do it, okay? Decatur, everything. Georgia got all kind of stuff going on. Here's another. Ben Crump deleted the tweet about NYC nurse. What's this here? Oh, okay. We already heard about some of this. I guess this was the beginning of it.
Good morning. I'm Attorney Ben Crump, along with Attorney Eric Hertz and Attorney Jesse Van Sant and Attorney LaShonda Counsel Rogers. We have the distinct honor of representing the family of Breonna Greer. Also present with us, we are so proud to have our leader in the state of Georgia, the NAACP President, Gerald Briggs, who has been supporting the family and our efforts since this tragedy first happened. Most importantly, we have here today the mother of Breonna Greer, Miss Marion Greer, and the sister of Breonna Greer, Lottie Greer. Ever since this happened on July 15th, when Miss Mary called the police department there in Hancock County, Georgia, because her daughter was having a mental health crisis. No criminal issue, a mental health crisis. This young, beautiful Black woman needed help. The police came and put her in handcuffs. Miss Mary and her father, they wanted the police to help her, take her to the hospital to get help. They had come before when she had mental health crisis. While they were taking her to the jail, her mother and father will question themselves forever why they called the police if they were not going to help her.
Okay, we heard that part. That part. Let me see what else Ben Crump got over here. Let me see what this is right here. This says Breonna Greer, family of Georgia woman who deceased after falling from a patrol car, files a lawsuit. So she fell from the patrol car. Today at 11:30, the family of Breonna Greer and attorneys will be live. He was just letting you guys know about his live press conference that they had. So She fell from the police car. That's what they say happened. Hundreds of Catholic clergy in Illinois sexually abused thousands of children, Attorney General finds. These, you know what, nothing against anybody's religion, you know, but these Catholic priests just have a history. It says the Illinois Attorney General just released a report revealing over 450 Catholic clergy sexually abused nearly 2,000 children since 1950. This rampant abuse of children by religious leaders is sickening. To those who've been abused, come forward and have your stories heard in a court of law. If you are a Catholic man and you were abused, come forward. Don't be afraid.
At the very beginning, when we first released those photos, the first question that you all asked was, how did he die? The sheriff put out a statement, as you all may recall, that the death at that time was undetermined. The dependent autopsy from the Fulton County medical examiner put undetermined, as you all recall, as the cause of death. We now have the independent autopsy results. So we now know what caused LaShawn Thompson to die. And it was criminal negligence. As you recall the facts of this case, he was arrested in June of last year. He was thrown in that cell in the mental health ward and left there to die. He had no medications, as you've heard. He was dehydrated. He had no food. He was not bathed. And I have to remind you, you can show this, I believe, the picture of the cell. This is the filthy conditions that LaShawn Thompson was housed in for 3 months at this jail. No one ever came in to help him. And as Attorney Trump said, decompensated schizophrenia means you cannot help yourself. He was unable to clean his own cell. He was unable to care for himself. It was their responsibility to care for him, and they did not. So what happened was, slowly over time, he was dehydrated, he was malnourished, he lost, we now know, about 30 pounds. And he was lying there in that cell, and the rhythm of his heart began to beat out of whack, out of control. It was an arrhythmia. So the autopsy report calls it a cardiac arrhythmia. If you want to read the whole so what it says here, this is Dr. Mitchell. For these reasons, it is the opinion of this forensic pathologist that Mr. LaShawn Thompson died due to severe neglect, the combination of dehydration, rapid weight loss, and malnutrition, complicated by untreated decompensated schizophrenia, which means, again, he could not care for himself. All of those factors led to a fatal cardiac arrhythmia. LaShawn Thompson's death is no longer undetermined.
It's enough that the bed bugs and lice sat there and ate my brother to death, but the neglect hurts me the most. That in 2023, that we'll see people leave people, let them torture, let them rot in the cell. That hurts me the most. These images all over the internet, all over the media, it's disturbing, it's horrific, and it's a big impact on my family. I have another brother, and seeing these images and going through this as a family sent him into a mental breakdown. It's hard for me and my family. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank everybody that's standing with us. It lets us know that we're not alone. We're asking to speak to the governor. We hope that we will talk to the governor. He will give us some type of insight on what's going on in his state to help us help other people.
Those of you who started with us in this journey in the very beginning, when we first released those photos, the first question that you all...
Okay, I'm going to watch one more story. Let me see what they got. Florida school restricts access to poem read at Biden inauguration. He says, wow, Amanda Gorman's uplifting poem, The Hills We Climb, read aloud at the POTUS inauguration is on a handful of books and poems restricted from elementary school students at a Miami-Dade County kindergarten through 8th grade school in Florida. You know, my daughter lives in Jacksonville, Florida, honey. One parent challenged students' access to these works for supposedly referencing CRT theory, critical thinking theory, and gender ideology, and countless kids must pay the price. Justice for Irvo, Otinio Town Hall. Tomorrow, the family of Irvo and I will attend a Justice for Irvo Town Hall, advocating for Black mental health in our communities and policy. Join us as we discuss how to facilitate change and prevent any more murkings of those living with mental illness. And there's a lot of people mentally ill running around. Okay, truly, there is. Let's see here. Hard work pays off. This young man received his dream car after graduating. What a special moment between a proud father and his son.
Did I tell you me and mama got you? Did I tell you me and mama got you? Don't ever not think I ain't got you. Don't ever think I ain't got you, man. You been blessing me all your life. Don't ever think I ain't got you, bro. You've been a blessing to me and mama all your life. And I'm going to go all out for you. I'm going to go all out for Jamaica John and Kelly. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's yours. That's yours. That's yours. You deserve every bit of that. I told you, man. All you got to do is just trust. Believe God always and know who your mom and dad. Man, we got you. Didn't I tell you that? Look at that. Look at that. That's yours. That's yours. Yeah, man. That's yours. Your dad, you believe, hey, you believe that. That's yours. Hey, that's yours. That's yours. That's yours, man. When you put in that kind of work and be the kid and the young man that you are, that's how you get blessed, man. Huh? I told you that, man, bro. I can sleep at night. I ain't gotta worry. I can sleep, man. I can have peace. Dude, you daddy, man, fella. You deserve all that, bro. Huh? That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do, bro. Give the keys. That's why I do what I do. Don't drop the keys. You feel me? Give the keys. Yeah, baby. Give the keys. That's your baby right there. That's you. That's you. Take the ride out.
Hard work pays off. This young man received his dream car after graduating. What a special moment between a proud father and his son. A good father. Look at that young Black African-American father. That's how fathers should be. It says that silence and hug was more than enough. I got you. You have been a blessing to me and your mama all your life. Oh my goodness. Now see, that's, oh my. Shout out to that young man graduating from high school and his father, his mother, his parents buying him his dream car. Okay? Isn't that wonderful, people? I know this isn't all the bells and whistles, but I have given you things that you need and can use in life. You may not know it now, but you will one day. Okay? Thank you guys for stopping in. You know, it's been an hour. I'm going to get off of here now. But I'm going to leave you with something uplifting because that's what we do over here. All right. Thank y'all for joining.
Are you telling me or chastising me for using a privileged motion? Is you fussing me out for using a privileged motion? Is that what you call yourself doing? What did you just say? What did you say? You're not going to allow me to do what? I mean, you laughing. I'm trying to hear what you're saying.
Okay, I think that you can hear me just fine, but for the record, I said I will not allow you to gaslight this community.
Gaslight?
Yes, sir. I suggest you look it up. We will continue.
They tried to kill democracy. They tried to expel the people's choice and the people's vote. And they awakened a sleeping giant.
I will not yield. I will not yield. Y'all have a good night. Okay. Bye-bye.